Everyone, and welcome. I am going to be talking about virtues today, and I'm going to be running a brand new Sacred Soul Alignment for the very first time ever. So if you're joining me, you will be the first in the world to receive this alignment. So let me know if you're here. I see people are finding me and starting to hop on. I hopped on a couple minutes early. So I'm going to be talking. Let me turn this volume down. Yes, good. People are finding me. Let me know if you're here. So I'm going to be talking today about virtues and how they relate to transforming our relationship with money, with wealth. You may have joined me a couple of days ago, Thursday, for my Sacred Wealth Virtues Masterclass. And in that class, I did a lot of healing. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch that. You can find it on YouTube under my live videos. Or you can find it in my private group, Sacred Soul Alignment with Alicia Hartzell. You can find it in the guides section, and it's pinned to the top of the group. And along with doing all that healing that I did, I talked about the 4 wealth archetypes that I came up with about 5 years ago. I created a system called Sacred Wealth Virtues. Through some work that I was doing personally in my own life with the energy of virtues and really working on embodying virtues, specific virtues, to unlock different things in my life, such as increasing my psychic, intuitive, and healing abilities through working with virtues. And it occurred to me because I tend to do a lot of work in the area of wealth and money with clients. A lot of people come to me for that work. It occurred to me that that was one way that we could transform our relationship with money and increase our ability to not only create more money in our life, but have a better relationship with the money that we have and the money that we're bringing in and what we're actually doing with that to create a bigger impact in the world and to create more joy and satisfaction in our own lives and gratitude. And so I started working with this, and I realized over some time that most people fall into 4 different categories, which I called archetypes: love, devotion, fortitude, and exuberance. And I came up with a quiz to help you identify what archetype you are primarily working from at this moment in time. And I've been sharing that quiz. You may have taken it. If you have, I'd love to hear what archetype you identified with. And in the masterclass on Thursday, I went pretty deep into the experiences, the shadow side and the bright side of each one of those archetypes. And I talked about how we all move through each one. We all hold some of each one. And so you may find yourself going from one archetype to another. In fact, that's an experience that I had a lot of people share who had come through when I taught Sacred Wealth Virtues for the first and only time that I've ever taught it about 5 years ago, that they identified with one archetype at that point in time. They came through the program, they've done work on this area of their life, and now they found that they've moved into working from another archetype. And I talked about how I have really transformed my relationship with money and wealth by working on some of the shadow aspects of some of the other archetypes that are different from the one that I primarily identify with. So if you didn't catch that, I invite you to go and watch that if you have time this weekend. I also announced that I'm going to be teaching this class again. This is the second time I've ever taught this class. As I said, I taught it 5 years ago, and a lot of things have happened in the last 5 years that have really changed our world. And in that time, I've really been called to focus on teaching the modalities that I've created. And it's really become very loud in my energy field the last few months that I am supposed to teach this class again, because the energy of money has changed so much, and we're in a process of deep transformation. We're really at a tipping point in humanity with our relationship collectively with the energy of money and what that means for all of us in the world. And so I've been called to teach this class again, and we're going to be starting on September 27th, which is just 11 days from now. So if you're watching me, you can see a link to the registration page above the video if you're on Facebook, or below the video in the description if you're on YouTube. So you can check out more of the details and what I'm sharing here. But we start Wednesday, September 27th. That's about a week and a half from now. I also talked about a couple of bonuses. One of them is on the registration page, and that's the pay in full bonus. So if you pay in full, and this class is just $333, it's actually less of an investment than it was when I taught the first time. And it's actually 4 times longer as far as the live container of this class. It's a 4-month container. And I was really called to lower the investment because of the sort of the state of the world that we're in right now, compared to 5 years ago. And really to make it a no-brainer investment for many of you, because this work is really important right now. So the investment, if you pay in full, is just $333. I have also a 2-payment plan, but if you pay in full, you will get a bonus of my 21-day experience of unlocking infinite wealth. And these are 21 recordings meant to be done consecutively. It's a very transformative journey, but it's also a very easy journey. The recordings are between 5 to 8 minutes long, so they're easy to do every single day. And as you go through that journey, you'll be unwinding a lot of trauma around money and wealth and unlocking that energy of infinite abundance, including creativity, worthiness, and many other energy patterns. And the other bonus that I announced on Thursday is not on the registration page, and that is a bonus that ends on Tuesday. So if you sign up to join me before the end of the day on Tuesday, September 19th, which is just like 3 or 4 days from now, today's Saturday, you will also get immediate access to my Wealth Codes workshop, which is a 90-minute workshop. I did a lot of healing, as I always do. That's what I'm all about. And I took people through a journey to channel and download their own wealth symbol. So you're going to hear me talking about sacred soul symbols a lot over the course of the next few months. It's a modality that I've created that I've been working on for 3 years, and it's finally at the stage of development where I'm able to teach it now. I'm going to be teaching it before the end of the year. It's a certification class, but I'm strongly using this modality in the brand new version of Sacred Wealth Virtues. So I'm going to be using one of the symbols today, the Attune symbol, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. But when I taught this class originally, it was 4 weeks long, and every 4 weeks, what's unlocked in the online program is 4 modules. So each wealth archetype has 4 modules that you go through in the 4 weeks of this program. But I realized in teaching it the first time that there is enormous value in going through the materials for each one of those archetypes. And so I decided to add an additional 3 months to this program. So we're going to have 4 consecutive calls weekly on Wednesdays, beginning September 27th. And then once a month thereafter. And that is to really encourage people and give you a container to be in a healing container that you will be actively in, to go through the additional 4 modules for each of the other 3 archetypes. And then you'll be able to come to the live call once a month to ask any questions. And of course, I'll be doing healing on all those live calls. But I realized that there is extreme value and transformation in going through all of the archetypes. So I not only lowered the investment, but I also increased the container from a 4-week container to a 4-month container. And I actually only decided to do that a couple of weeks ago when I was really feeling into how can I keep people motivated to continue on. I decided to do that, but I did not change the investment. So it's just $333. So I'm really, really excited to get started. All of the material is brand new because it's based on the same system that I created 5 years ago, but the healing material and all of the PDFs and everything is going to be brand new because I am working with so much more than I was working with 5 years ago. I have created hundreds of new alignments in that time. I'm working with dozens of new technologies, including a whole entirely new modality, sacred soul symbols, which are the symbols themselves are graphic representations of multidimensional technologies. So a couple of days ago, I also received a huge download of a whole entirely new series of alignments based on the virtues that we're going to be working with in this program. And I received a brand new way of creating alignments, at least specifically for this series of alignments, that's using one of my sacred soul symbols, the Attune symbol. And the Attune symbol is basically, it's a technology that comes in, it's like an energetic rod that comes in through our entire pillar of light, and it vibrates. So it works on a vibrational, with a vibrational energy, and it vibrates. And when it first came in, it came in to vibrate out trauma and dense emotions it came in for a private client that I was working with. And then throughout that session and throughout working with it, I've also realized that it also is working to attune our whole system to whatever you're bringing in to attune it to. And so I created a series of alignments based on the virtues that we're working with in this course to attune people to the frequency of these virtues, making it infinitely easier to begin to really embrace and embody those virtues. So I'm going to be giving you guys the attunement for joyfulness today, and I'm really excited. I have only worked with this alignment for myself. I just created it yesterday, and I'm going to be running it for all of you for the very first time today. So I also want to tell you guys just a brief description of the rest of the virtues that are part of this series. And if you come through the Sacred Wealth Virtue program, this is part of what you're going to be receiving, a pretty small part of what you're receiving. There is a lot in this program. When I originally created it, I put an enormous amount of work into not only creating the system, but creating the program itself. And I have recreated everything. All the healings are new. And so this is a lot. And you get 16 modules. Even though it's really worked together for that condensed 4-week period of time going through the modules together. And then an additional 3 months after that, you're going to want to go through 4 modules at a time, and then start with the next virtue and go through those 4 modules. So you're going to be receiving a separate healing for each one of these virtues. And today I'm going to be running one of them for you, and that's joyfulness. So the virtues are beauty. I'm just going to give you the description of that virtue. So beauty, having a sense of wonder and reverence for the harmony, color, and beauty in the world. Zeal, which is a fervent enthusiasm for what you believe is important, having a strong sense of the true value of life and faith. And enthusiasm, radiating the energy of excitement and eager enjoyment. So as I'm reading through these virtues, I invite you to just consider how, if you were able to hold and carry and embody each one of these virtues and these frequencies, how that would transform not only your relationship with wealth and money, but your relationship with everything in your life. Idealism, having elevated ideals and conduct, the quality of believing that ideals should be pursued. I think that's something that a lot of us have lost in the last few years of what we've experienced collectively on this planet. And then joyfulness, this is what I'm going to be running for you guys today, generating positivity, deep happiness, peace, and a zest for life. Diligence, doing what needs to be done with care, concentration, and single-pointed attention, giving our absolute best. Responsibility, the willingness to be accountable for our choices and also for our mistakes, taking on what is ours to do with strength and reliability, having control over and accountability for appropriate events. That alone, that one virtue alone, if we can master that, that will change every single aspect of our life. Determination, firmness of purpose. Fortitude, strength of character. This will endure no matter what happens with courage, the will to endure no matter what happens with courage and patience. Prudence, wise or careful in conduct, shrewd or thrifty in planning ahead. Caring, giving tender attention to the people and things that matter to you, listening with compassion, helping with kindness. Charity, a giving heart, a generous way of viewing others and caring for their needs. Compassion, deep empathy for the suffering of others. Compassion flows freely from the heart when we let go of judgment and seek to understand. Consideration, giving careful thought to the needs of others, holding a decision in a contemplative and thoughtful way. Generosity, giving fully, sharing freely. Trust that there is plenty for everyone, giving or ready to give freely, free from meanness or prejudice. Commitment, caring deeply about a person, a goal, or a belief. Willing to give all and keep your promises. Can you imagine if everyone was working from that virtue and had mastered that virtue? Courage, a mental or moral strength to venture, persevere, and withstand. Ambition, having a strong passion and desire for success or achievement. Assertiveness, achieving goals by setting up appropriate boundaries, asking for help when you need it, and confidence and positivity about your abilities. Purposefulness, having a vision or clear focus on your goals. Love, the bestowing of unconditional love and having a positive impact on the lives of others, showing a genuine concern for the good of others and unselfish acts of kindness, such as compassion, caring, thoughtfulness, service, and other humanitarian and noble actions. Devotion, promptness or readiness of will in the service of others. Exuberance, overflowing with eager enjoyment or approval. Enthusiasm, sprightness, liveliness, spirit, and life. So as I'm going through those descriptions, you can also see that having all of those and mastering all of those really puts us in balance and in alignment. So I'd love to hear what resonated with you. Which one of those virtues might be one that you would be most excited to work with? So again, we are starting Sacred Wealth Virtues in 11 days on September 27th. It's just 3:33. And if you sign up to join me before Tuesday, you also get the Wealth Codes workshop. If you pay in full, you get the 21 days to unlocking infinite abundance course. You get immediate access to both of those. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in to the healing that I have planned for you guys today. And that is, you are going to be the first in the world to receive my brand new alignment. The Virtue of Joyfulness. So just taking a moment to get comfortable. And I'm going to share my screen and share an image of the sacred soul symbol Attune, because this alignment is working with and through this symbol. Good. Just settling into your body, bringing all of your energy into the present moment, and just relax. Closing your eyes, allowing yourself to land right here, right now. Allowing your body to relax even more. Placing your focus and awareness onto your heart and just breathe. Allowing your breath to slow and deepen. Breathing as if you're breathing directly from your heart. Allowing your inhale and exhale to slow to about a count of 5. Inhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhaling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing this long, slow, deep breath through your heart as you bring your awareness to the energy of compassion. Compassion is one of the highest frequencies that we can access as human beings and one of the building blocks of creation. I invite you to see, sense, feel, or imagine the energy of compassion as a beautiful pink light surrounding you. And as you breathe through your heart, just using your intention to breathe that pink light of compassion into your heart, allowing this energy to fill and expand your heart. And with your next breath, allowing this energy of compassion to expand into every cell of your body, feeling the cells of your body vibrating with the frequency of compassion. And with your focus and awareness on your heart, feeling into the heart-to-heart connection between your heart and the heart of Gaia, and your heart and the heart of creation. Noticing the beautiful golden light in the heart of Gaia and the glorious iridescent light in the heart of creation. And with your next breath, simultaneously begin to breathe this golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation into your heart. And as you breathe these energies into your heart, allowing the golden light from Gaia and iridescent light from the heart of creation to merge with the pink light of compassion. Good. Creating a beautiful iridescent rose gold light, allowing this light to expand your heart even more. And with your next inhale, allowing this light to fill all the cells of your body, expanding beyond your physical body, going 12 feet out in all directions, creating a beautiful iridescent ball of light, of rose gold iridescent light. Noticing that you are in the center of this beautiful ball of light, and just taking a moment to realize how loved, nurtured, safe, and protected you are in this space. And as you continue breathing through your heart, imagining the beautiful iridescent light flowing down from the heart of creation, connecting you with the energy of all that is, with potential, with possibility, with pure source energy. Allowing this energy to move through your entire pillar of light, traveling all the way down into the heart of Gaia. And imagining the beautiful golden light from the heart of Gaia flowing up, connecting you with the infinite wisdom, wealth, knowledge, and abundance that Gaia holds, coming all the way up through your entire pillar of light and traveling all the way up into the heart of creation. And as these energies flow in, through, and around you, witnessing the beautiful ball of light that you are in, expanding with every breath you take. Now I invite you to feel into the heart-to-heart connection between your human aspect and your divine aspect, the highest aspect of your soul that's guiding you through your human experience. And with your next breath, allowing your human aspect to merge with your divine aspect. And as you merge with your divine aspect, feeling yourself expanding into all of this light surrounding you. Feeling yourself expanding infinitely, all the way into the heart of creation, all the way into the quantum field where all potential and possibility exists. And just staying in your heart, breathing through your heart, connected to the energy of all that is. Just breathe. And allow yourself to expand into the energy of all potential and possibility. Good. Now in divine love and light, calling in sacred light open. To open your energy field. This is activating multiple sacred light technologies. And in divine love and light, calling in the sacred soul alignment, virtue of joyfulness. And just imagining this rod of light coming into the core of your being, and that is the Attune symbol. And this Attune symbol is holding the frequency of joyfulness. And it is also vibrating out any and all frequencies, emotions, thought patterns, traumas, entity attachments, or memories that you may be holding that may be creating resistance to or opposition to the virtue of joyfulness, allowing you to more fully and completely hold the frequency of joyfulness, to master and embody the virtue of joyfulness, no matter what may be going on around you. Just allow this energy to come in. Allow yourself to experience this frequency. This is bringing this frequency into every cell of your body, activating cellular memories of joyfulness, bringing it into all of your organs and body systems. If there's a particular part of your body that you'd like to focus on, an organ or a chakra or a body system, just placing your awareness on that and allowing, or just even becoming aware of the frequency of joyfulness flooding this part of you. It may be your brain, your thought patterns. It may be your heart, your emotions. And allowing this energy of joyfulness to move into all of your subtle bodies, attuning your subtle bodies to the frequency of joyfulness. So that this is your emotional state of being, your mental state of being. Allowing your nervous system to be calibrated to the frequency of joyfulness. This is being done with the sacred soul symbol, Attune, in combination with several alignments that are supporting this. Just taking a moment to capture this feeling and allow it to be anchored in. I'm anchoring this in with the sacred soul symbol, anchor, and sacred light, close. Anchoring the frequency of joyfulness into your heart and your higher heart, into your mind and your higher mind, into every cell of your body, into your DNA, all of your chakras, all of your body's organs and systems. Anchoring this into your Earth Star chakra, into the heart of Gaia, into your soul grid, and into every dimension and timeline where any aspect of you exists. And just bringing your awareness back into your physical surroundings. And as you open your eyes to a world of joyfulness. Good. So welcome back. As I said, this is the first time ever that I have run this alignment for anyone other than myself. I just created it, and I am working on wrapping up and completing the other virtue alignments that are going to be part of the Sacred Wealth program. I wasn't even aware that these were coming in when I opened the doors to this program. Basically, this just came in as a huge download, and there are beauty, zeal, enthusiasm, idealism, diligence, responsibility, determination, fortitude, prudence, caring, charity, compassion, consideration, generosity, commitment, courage, ambition, assertiveness, purposefulness, love, devotion, and exuberance that you will also receive as a part of the Sacred Wealth Virtues program. There's a lot in this program. We begin on September 27th. It's a 4-month container. We'll meet together for 4 consecutive weeks and on Wednesdays, and then once a month thereafter for the next 3 months. It's brand new, even though I taught the original Sacred Wealth Virtues program when I created the system 5 years ago. This is the second time I've taught it, and I have completely recreated it with all brand new tools. And when I commit to something like this or agree with the universe to do something like this, so much begins to come in, and that's already happened. So I look forward to seeing what else is coming in as we get underway with this program. But already I have a whole new series of alignments, and you guys were the first to experience that. I've created them in a whole new way using the Attune symbol. So I'd love to hear from you guys how that felt and what you're looking forward to if you're joining me for this live program that starts in just 11 days. So you can see the registration page link above this live stream video, or below the video if you're on YouTube in the description. And let me know if you've joined me live. Let me know if you've watched the replay. I'd love your feedback on this alignment so that I can share in your joyfulness. Thank you so much for joining me, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Sending you all so much love, and bye for now.